Hello. It's Friday. Sitting here in the hot tub, stretching out my sartorius. It's the muscle that comes from up here, comes down in front of the leg, and inserts right in here, like with the inner hamstring and all that stuff. So, what gets me, and I'm trying to stretch because Willie noticed that there was a bit of fatigue in it, and I may need to stretch it more, and it's true. I probably need to actually stretch it because one of the major symptoms of overuse is sitting cross-legged all the time. Anybody who knows me in the real world knows me a lot, knows where I go socially, and yeah, I sit cross-legged a lot in restaurants, at the computer, while video editing, while playing WoW, Star Trek, Lord knows anything, while I'm watching television half the time. Unless it's after leg night, and then I try to do this. And just hold my legs out there and balance a little bit. Whatever. So, one of the things that's had me kind of worried this whole week, but more or less now, is the fact that next Tuesday is election day. Frankly, at this point, I'm not going to say that I don't care who you vote for, because in a weird way, the election is already decided. In a weird way, I have nice things to say about the fact that I live in the West Coast, and we are, like, if any political analyst tells you that the West Coast, at least the three on contiguous, Washington, Oregon, and California, are anything but blue, then they're talking out their ass. Because if it's just like the beginning of after the primaries, you could have done like Path to 270, which is the website that tracks which candidate is popular in which state and which ones are still kind of on the fence as to how polls go. Right after the primaries, like even before the primaries, you could go to Path to 270. In 2 years, you can go to Path to 270. Washington, Oregon, and California will be blue. I live in such a blue state. Now, here's the thing. The number of electoral votes in Central Time and Eastern Time to a few elections have been enough to nullify my vote. It's the fact that there's just so much stuff. I think it was actually 1 year, I think it was 2004. It really didn't matter because, we were in the height of terrorism freakout and Bush was being reelected, and it was sort of like, we're trying to get him not elected, but, Washington, Oregon, and California were blue. But it just didn't work out that way. The problem is, because so many people voted for Bush in the East Coast and whatnot, our votes against didn't count because Bush already hit 270. And, and California being, and I think my dad told me this one, that California being the largest number of electoral votes isn't considered a necessary state. Unlike Florida and Ohio, that are swing states. Mainly because the thing is those two states actually do kind of swing back and forth and have really close elections. Everyone knows what California's going to vote. California's going to vote blue. Yeah, it's got 52 votes, but, that's part of it is the fact that, I'm in Oregon. I think we have like 7. Washington has 11 or something like that. But, yeah, even our combined votes is 18. That's not even half of California. So, yeah, it's okay that Oregon has a bunch of voter apathy. Now, enough about the Electoral College and how technically people on the West Coast, especially in Hawaii and Alaska, it doesn't matter what you vote. The election is decided by the time anything gets out there. Hawaii is physically not big enough to hold enough people to even, hold a candle to Washington, which has 11 votes. And Alaska, just nobody wants to live up there. Sorry, Dan. I know you live up there. I know there's other people that live up there, but you gotta admit, you guys have, 3 votes. Anyways, so general idea is that in the primaries, there was a choice. There was actually a choice on the Oregon ballot for Democrats because I register as Democrat, or I don't get a primary. So I registered as Democrat because I didn't want to vote for any of the, dissertation level things. But even by the time our primary came around, Trump had already cinched the lead. Everybody had quit. So there's that, and it reflects to the last point. But when it came down to the, primaries, yeah, Yeah, we could still put in for Bernie, or even O'Malley. He was actually on the list, even though he'd conceded. But, so, you've got that, and I'm sitting here just like, so I put in my vote for Bernie way back in the primaries. Guess what? He didn't do it. He didn't get it. Does that mean I continue to try to write in Bernie Sanders? There's a lot of people in this world that do want to. They want to write in or go for a third party, and I understand that people have moral obligations to voting, not voting for either of them, Clinton or Trump. The thing is a lot of people are being resistant to the fact that you don't have that choice anymore. Like, even after the primaries, when you knew it was Clinton and Trump, you still had a chance to get the third parties up there. And it didn't happen. We are, as when this video goes live, you know, it's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 4 days away? 4 days away? Yeah. And, I'm sorry, the Green parties, the third parties are not winning. That one guy may be able to take Utah, and he will basically nullify the Electoral College from Utah, but that's that. And so, it's like you have 12 candies in front of you, and it's the candy you're going to be able to get, 5 of a day for the next 4 years. And obviously you want the M&Ms, but this is not your choice. This is the country's choice. So you vote for M&Ms. You want M&Ms so badly. You just hate all those fruit candies. You want a chocolate candy. Okay, so you vote for M&Ms because, they're better. Most people would probably vote for Three Musketeers because the little fun-sized ones are bigger than actual M&Ms. But sometimes people just really like M&Ms because they can taste the difference in the shells or whatever. And then the thing comes down and you're just like, well, M&M's got to vote it out. So now you're stuck between Twix and, Mars. Well, which one do you like? Well, shit. I like Mars more than I like Twix. Well, guess what? Because you get 2 of the things, you can snap them and it has a catchy jingle, Twix winds up making it through. You got Twix and Starburst. Well, you really don't like fucking fruit candies, So you're like, I guess I'll go with Twix, but man, I really wanted M&Ms. So here comes the time for the final ballot, and you write in M&Ms. M&Ms has been, you can't even, even if you wanted to write in, Mars bars, because you're like, no, Mars is still definitely better. Twix is 2, that's tweaky. That's, those commercials with the 2 sides, it's backstabby, no. I don't want to deal with that. But even if you write in Mars, people are still going to go for Twix because that's their choice. It's Twix or Starburst. And even if you happen to have, Runts and something else on the ballot, Runts and Pixie Sticks on the ballot, it doesn't necessarily mean people, Runts and Pixie Sticks, what the hell, And so it's just like, you've got to choose. And just because you want your M&Ms all the way from the beginning doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get M&Ms. You have a choice between, like I said, Twix and Starburst. You should make your choice between Twix or Starburst. Even if Pixie Sticks is on the ballot, because Pixie Sticks is probably still not going to win. For real. Nobody eats Pixie Sticks. They snort Pixie Sticks. Anyways, so that's that. I will chat with you guys over the weekend. We will answer questions about the Q&A from last Friday. And yeah, talk with you later.